Hello everybody, this is Mrs. A and we are going to go over 6A pretest. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm in the car traveling to the mountains, but I wanted you to have this review so that you could have every opportunity to study for your test, correct your pretest, and do very, very well on your test, okay? The minute hand of a clock turns 6 degrees per minute. So 6 degrees every minute. Okay, so then the next thing it says is in 10 minutes, the minute hand turns what fraction of a full 360 turn? Well, in 10 minutes, it's going to go 10 times this, 6 degrees. So that's going to be 6 degrees times 10 is 60 degrees in 10 minutes. So we'll just put in 10 minutes. And the question is, what fraction of 360 is that? So 60 degrees over 360 degrees. And remember, the two zeros that are trailing can be canceled. 6 over 36, when I divide the top and the bottom by 6, becomes 1/6, and 1/6 is your answer to number 1. Okay, so this is not going to be the neatest video just because I'm in the car, but we're going to do the best we can. Okay, a 20% tip, so 20% could be 20 100ths, or 20% could be 20 with the decimal place moved over to, which is 0.20 or 0.2. Okay, so 20% tip is 0.2. 20%, if I were to simplify 20 over 100, cancel out the trailing zeros, I would get 2/10 or 1/5. So if we wanted to do it with fractions, we could use 1/5. If we want to do it with decimals, we use 0.2. I'm going to go ahead and do it with decimals because it's money, and money is in decimals. So I'm going to use the 0.2. And since it's 20% tip on a $24 dinner, it's really 20% times $24, okay? So we're going to use the 0.2 for the 20%. We're going to use the $24. And I'm just going to write 24 instead of 24 decimal 00 because I want to keep this as simple as I can. So now 4 times 2 is 8. 2 times 2 is 4. And we have 1 decimal place, so we'll have 1 decimal in the answer. But we're talking about money, so I'm going to go ahead and make it 80 cents and put a $sign on it. And that is the answer to number 2, $4.80. Number 3. Okay, postage costs 39 cents for the first ounce and 24 cents for each additional ounce. What is the cost to mail a 6-ounce envelope? So we have 6 ounces, but the first ounce has a special cost. So the first ounce is 39 cents, so we'll put 39 cents. And the rest of them will be at 24 cents. Well, if we've already used up 1 out of 6, then there are 5 left that are going to be at the 24-cent rate. So aren't we really just taking 24 cents times 5 and then adding 39 to it to take care of this one? So let's do that. 24 times 5. Okay, this is cents. Okay, we're making it money. So 4 times 5 is 20. Carry the 2. 2 times 5 is 10, 11, 12. With 2 decimal places, $1.20, but then we have to add the 39 cents for the first ounce. So $1.20 plus 39 cents plus 39, and that is going to be $1.59. So we'll write it down here, $1.59 is the cost of mailing whatever you're mailing. Looks like maybe it's more expensive than a letter. Okay, let's look at the next thing. Number 4. During the morning commute, 96 cars and 24 trucks passed through the intersection. What was the ratio of cars to trucks? Okay, so we're doing cars to trucks, which might be easiest to look at as cars, 96, over trucks, 24. And guess what? 24 goes evenly into 96 4 times. So basically, I'm dividing the numerator by 24 and dividing the denominator by 24, and I'm getting 4 over 1, or 4 to 1. All right, number 5. What is the total price of 3.2 pounds of apples at 80 cents per pound? So we're going to say 0.80. Okay, again, I could do this 2 ways. I could say that 80 cents is 81/100ths of a dollar, and 81/100ths would be 4/5. So I could change 80 cents to 4/5, and I could multiply 32 by 4/5. But I think the easier way is just to realize that 80 cents is the same thing as 0.8. So we're going to say 3.2 times 0.8. We hit a bump. 2 times 8 is 16. I don't know why that won't write. And carry the 1. 3 times 8 is 24, 25. And since it's not writing down there, I'm just going to come over here. 25, 6. Okay, so it was 16, carry the 1, and then the 25. But how many decimals do I have? 1 decimal place, 2 decimal places. So I start here and go 2 in. Now, I noticed that on the pretest, some of you said that 3.2 pounds of apples cost $25. That's some really expensive apples. But it's really $2.56, isn't it? Your decimal really does make a difference when you're talking about money. Number 6, a tile installer charges $12 per square foot to install floor tile. So we have an irregular room, so we need to figure out how much is the area of the room. Well, when I split this in half, just coming straight down from this little jog in the wall, then this becomes 4 times 6, or 24 square feet. And this one over here, since I have 4 feet from 8 feet altogether, this is also 4 feet. So 4 times 4 is 16. And 24 plus 16 is 40. So I have 40 square feet. Okay, but that's not the final answer, is it? It says that we have to tell what is the cost of tiling the room. Okay, so we had to find out the area so that we could say $12 per square foot. $12 for every square foot is going to mean that I'm going to do 12 times 40. And that's going to give us 2 times 0 is 0. And another 0. And then we're going to have 2 times 4 is 8, but I move 1 in because that's 4 tens. 1 times 4 is 4. So that's 480. $480. $480 to tile the room. Number 7. At $32 per hour, how much would a worker earn on a 2.5-hour job? Now, most of you have gotten this down pretty well. 32 times 2 and 1/2. Now, we can just use distribution here. We're actually doing the problem 32 times 2 plus 1/2, because that's what 2.5 is. It's 2 plus 1/2. 32 times 2 is 64, plus 32 times 1/2 is 16. And when I add 64 and 16 together, I get 80. And that's going to be $80. So in 2.5 hours, he's going to earn $80. Number 8. Refer to the triangle for questions 8 and 9. What is the perimeter of the triangle? Well, you notice that we have a missing side over here. But you also notice this is a right triangle. So when we have right triangles, we're going to use our Pythagorean Theorem, okay, which says a squared plus b squared equals c squared. Okay, so the legs are the A and the B, and the C is the hypotenuse over here. The hypotenuse is always the longest side opposite the right angle. So a squared, we could use 12 here. 12 squared plus 5 squared equals c squared. Okay, so 144 is 12 squared plus 25 equals c squared. Okay, 144 plus 25 is 169, and that is c squared. So in order to find out what c is, which is this side over here is c, then we have to take the square root of both sides, and I get 13. The number that is the square root of 169 is c, and the square root of 169 is 13. Okay, so now we have that missing side. The missing side here is 13. And we've got 25 plus 5 is 30. So the perimeter of the triangle is 30 feet. And the last problem is talking about number 9. Whether this triangle, it is a right triangle, it is also, so right describes it by angle, so we're looking for it by side. Equilateral means 3 sides are equal, but we know this one is 13 from the previous slide, so this one is scaling, because scaling means none of the sides are the same length. And we are done with the first part of the 6A review. And now we're going to go and do the next one. But I'm going to do it in 2 different videos because they will take less time to upload. I'll see you later. Bye.